Welcome to the Region 5 and Region 6 award ceremony. My name is Evelyn Real from Harvey Mudd College, and I will be your host today. I have the honor of presenting the awards as we celebrate the outstanding achievements of our NASPA colleagues and friends. First, we will hear from the Region 5 and 6 regional directors, Chris Myers and Anna Gonzalez.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna Gonzalez. I'm the Vice President of Student Affairs at Harvey Mudd College, and more importantly for this event, I am the Region 6 Director. Welcome to our first virtual award ceremony. I want to offer my congratulations to all of our awardees and thank all of those who nominated you. I also want to thank all of those who are attending this to celebrate our members and see all of their accomplishments and why they have been selected by our panel of judges to receive these numerous awards. And finally, I want to say thank you to all of you who gave us the names and memorials for those who have passed. I'm glad that we can also include them in this year's award ceremony. While we cannot be in person to gather, to celebrate, to give each other those hugs that we are so familiar with at NASPA, I want to say that for now, we can all hold you in our hearts, celebrate you, be happy, and think about all of your accomplishments. Thank you all. Have a great rest of this award ceremony.
Hello from Richland, Washington. My name is Chris Myers, he, him, his, L pronouns from Washington State University Tri-Cities, and I have the honor of serving as the Region 5 Director. Although we would prefer a different modality to our celebration this year, I want to send my heartiest congratulations to this year's award winners. As you're aware, COVID-19 has caused disruptions and created challenges for our entire community. As we continue to do everything in our practice and in our personal lives to reduce the spread of COVID-19, it was inspiring to see the stories of our award winners this year. I was deeply touched to be reminded that the spirit of how student affairs professionals impact the lives of students every day is very much still alive in our regions. Even though we may operate a little differently in the future, I am confident that we will continue to meet students where they are at, promote civic engagement and inclusive environments on and off campus for all. As always, be well, mask up, thanks for voting, and go Regions 5 and 6.
We would like to first recognize this year's Region 5 and 6 scholarship recipients. A big round of congratulations to this year's scholarship recipients. The NASPA Foundation is committed to raising funds to advance NASPA's mission and legacy. Money raised has been given back to members as scholarship, research grants, and funding for awards. Most recently, the NASPA Foundation supported efforts to directly fund NASPA membership for those who have been furloughed or laid off, those who are employed but whose professional development budgets have been reduced, and graduate students who have yet to find employment in student affairs, all due to the COVID-19 pandemic. NASPA and the NASPA Foundation are truly grateful for the generosity of our pledge donors from Region 5 and Region 6, whose gifts contribute to the support and success of our colleagues and profession. We are honored to recognize the following individuals from Region 5 and Region 6 for their ongoing contributions to the Foundation. Now, we would like to recognize the NASPA Foundation Pillars of the Profession. Each year, the NASPA Foundation recognizes exceptional members of the student affairs and higher education community through the Pillars of the Profession Award, one of the Foundation's highest honors. This award comes from you, our members and supporters, as a way to recognize your fellow colleagues who represent outstanding contributions to our field and our organization. The NASPA Foundation Board of Directors is honored to designate each of the following exemplary individuals as a 2021 Pillar of the Profession. Yvette Castillo-Clark, Dean of Students, St. Mary's College of California. Kevin T. Colliner, posthumous, Associate Vice President and Chief of Operations at California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. Janet S. Dickerson, Vice President for Student Affairs at Claremont University Consortium. Deborah F. Geller, Associate Dean of Students, University of California, Los Angeles. Chris S. Myers, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Washington State University, Tri-Cities. Donatzin Oseguera, Vice President for Student Affairs, California State University, Fullerton. John L. Blackburn Distinguished Pillar. The John L. Blackburn Distinguished Pillar Award is the NASPA Foundation's highest honor, celebrating previous pillars of the profession who have continued to contribute to the field. For 2021, the Foundation is pleased to recognize Larry D. Roper, Professor, School of Language, Culture, and Society at Oregon State University. Barb Snyder, Vice President for Student Affairs, retired, University of Utah. Help us to celebrate the 2021 pillars with a donation to the NASPA Foundation in honor of a member of the 2021 Pillars class who has influenced you personally and/or professionally. Your gifts ensure the advancement, health, and sustainability of the student affairs profession. As we announce the award recipients for Region 5 and 6, we will alternate the presentation of awards by region. We will begin this year by recognizing our student award recipients. Region 6 Undergraduate Rising Star. The Undergraduate Rising Star Award honors a student who helps make their campus culture a positive experience for all students, provides service to others, and exemplifies outstanding leadership skills. This year's recipient of the Region 6 Undergraduate Rising Star Award is Ihilani Lasconia, a Kanaka Maoli student artist and organizer from Waimanalo, Hawaii. Ihilani is a proud first-generation college student at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. She is currently a senior majoring in ethnic studies with honors and minoring in political science and women's studies. Through the Department of Ethnic Studies Bachelor's and Master's program, Ihilani is also a first-year's master's student in Education Administration, Higher Education. She is also a proud member of the NASPA Undergraduate Fellows Program and a participant of 2020 Virtual Dunjee Leadership Institute. According to her nominator, Ihi's leadership is driven by heart and for the love of Hawaii and the people she represents. She is most excited when she makes connections with Indigenous student affairs professionals that reaffirm her place in the Academy. Ihilani is also a proud member of Kia Ike Kahaukani, which is a student group at the University of Hawaii that is for the protection of Mauna Kea. For her honors thesis, Ihilani is currently conducting a series of oral histories which aim to document the lives and experiences of Kia'i protectors of Mauna Kea. These Kia'i also double as students, faculty, and staff of the University of Hawaii. Ihilani currently works as a resident assistant and for the past 2 years has worked with first-year students. This year, she is working as a resident assistant in apartment life and primarily serves graduate students and family housing. Congratulations, Ihilani! Undergraduate Student Rising Star. This year's recipient of the Region 5 Undergraduate Student Rising Star Award is Austin Fashionpour. Austin Fashionpour is an undergraduate student currently pursuing a degree in computer science at Salt Lake Community College. He currently serves as the Environmental Sustainability Lead in the Student Leaders and Civic Engagement Program and in 2019 served as the Student Senate Pro Tempore. Austin's involvement has included projects such as co-authoring the institution's voter engagement plan and authoring numerous pieces of Senate legislation concerning college sustainability efforts. Austin's nominator stated, Austin is committed to expanding his capacity for leadership and interrogating what it means to be a leader. Austin was able to navigate some of his own bias and privilege while learning from different perspectives. And although student leadership is extremely demanding and hard to navigate, Austin has done it with poise and compassion in so many areas of the Salt Lake Community College. Congratulations, Austin! Knowledge Community Award for Collaboration and Visibility. This year's recipient of the Region 5 Knowledge Community Award for Collaboration and Visibility is Sarah Kooten. Dr. Sarah Kooten is the Director of Student Services at the University of Oregon in Portland and serves as a Knowledge Community Co-Coordinator on the NASPA Region 5 Advisory Board. She is fascinated by the transformation that takes place as students navigate post-secondary education experiences. Her research explores how racism informs the adult identity development of Black college students. As a leader, relationship building and collaboration are key to her approach, and she thrives in roles where she serves as a bridge between different units within organizations to advance initiatives and strategies that benefit everyone. Sarah's nominators noted her extensive service to knowledge communities over the years, increasing collaboration and visibility of multiple knowledge communities. The regional director wrote, "Sarah is a role model for new professionals starting their service to NASPA. She passionately demonstrates an appreciation for our profession, a commitment to serving colleagues, and a willingness to make NASPA and Region 5 better for all that get involved." Congratulations, Dr. Sarah Kooten. Region 6 Innovative Program Award. The NASPA Region 6 Innovative Program Award is presented to an institution and/or individual that has implemented an innovative program that furthers the growth of students, results in improved service to students, and enhances life on campus. The recipient of this year's Region 6 Innovative Program Award is Rosa Salamanca and the Sonoma State University Dream Center's Advancing Successful and Professional Immigrants Through Resilience Education, ASPIRE program. Rosa serves as the coordinator for the Sonoma State Dream Center, which supports and advances the academic, personal, and professional development of undocumented and DACA students and allies. In its third year on campus, it assists over 200 undocumented students at Sonoma State. The center creates a stabilizing campus infrastructure for its undocumented students to learn and thrive. A center intern states, "The Dream Center totally changed my life. As an undocumented student, I felt welcomed on campus and wanted other students like me to feel the same. I didn't know I would learn this much or that I would find my community on campus. It has inspired me to take on other leadership roles and give back to my community." The Dream Center's Aspire program provides opportunities for undocumented students to work, participate in leadership development workshops, build networks, and create community. Aspire offers a pathway for students to gain professional development and experiential learning opportunities, and support for students who are interested in immigration-related issues, including those faced by undocumented and AB 540 students. Through Aspire, students receive a fellowship and are assigned to a year-long experiential learning opportunity. According to one of the nominators, Aspire underscores important inclusive and equity opportunities otherwise unavailable to many undocumented students at college campuses throughout the country. The ability to work, earn an income, and gain marketable skills requisite for employment post-graduation. To learn more about the Sonoma State University Dream Center's Aspire program, join us for a special presentation at the 2020 Western Regional Conference. Congratulations to Rosa and the Dream Center's Aspire program. Innovative Program Award. This year's recipient of the Region 5 Innovative Program Award is Mariposas Poderosas from Washington State University. Mariposas Poderosas is a Washington State University undocumented initiatives program that functions as a support group for students from undocumented communities and student allies. The program guides these students through strategies and conversations that can help them build resilience as they face systematic challenges. Marcela Pattinson, Director of WSU Undocumented Initiatives, and Dr. Paul Kwan, Professor at the WSU Department of Psychology, designed the program with the aim that Mariposas Poderosas would fill a programmatic gap at higher education institutions, providing an intervention for undocumented student communities at the person-specific level. For the student participants, the main goal is for mariposas poderosas to help them thrive, not just survive. The program recognizes that undocumented students are already strong, resilient, and resourceful. As a result of this program's initiatives, students have a support system that can assist them in tending to their mental health, in navigating the college system, and maintaining and gaining skills for resilience. Students have described the program as having created a family at WSU. The student testimonies contribute to the success of the program. Congratulations, Washington State University and Mariposas Poderosas, on this well-deserved award. Region 6 Community College Professional Award. The Region 6 Community College Professional Award recognizes an individual who has made outstanding contributions to community colleges, facilitates the creation of a campus environment that promotes student learning and personal development, and provides innovative and responsive services to community college students. This year's recipient of the Community College Professional Award is Karel Lokeni. Karel serves as an educational advisor and counselor at Mount San Antonio College. A former community college student herself, Karel's professional intent has always focused on how she can serve her community college students. She is committed to helping students with their academic goals in the ARISE program, an AANAPISI grant-funded Asian American and Pacific Islander student support service dedicated to empowering students to achieve success academically and personally. According to her nominator, Karel represents a small number of Pacific Islander women in higher education who have infused cultural values into their daily interactions with their campus community. One such cultural value is Tausi Leva, a Samoan term which refers to how one nurtures their relationships within the different spaces they occupy. I frequently observe how Karel demonstrates care for the community toward both students and colleagues alike. It is easy to identify how her values permeate her work and how others both value and appreciate it. Karel is a first-gen Samoan BIPOC with an associate's degree in general studies from El Camino College, a bachelor's degree in anthropology from UCLA, and a master's degree in social work from Columbia University. Karel feels that her accomplishments are not her own. She credits the communities that she comes from, the villages that she hails from, the blood of her ancestors who have done so much more with so little, and from her past and future students that she is blessed to know. Karel believes the halls of education are long and arduous, and she perseveres because she knows the footsteps she follows are extraordinary, but more so because she grinds for those who come after her, the ones who will transform our communities. Karel is humbled and honored by this award. She is grateful to the Arise and Equity Center families, Mount SAC campus community, NHPI educators, and for the continued advocacy and push for education for all communities. Congratulations, Karel! Community College Professional. This year's recipient of the Region 5 Community College Professional Award is Lee Martinez from Salt Lake Community College. Lee is a proud activist Chicano-Mexican-American who is fourth-generation Utahan from deep generational roots in what is now New Mexico. Lee has a long, varied history of working in community activism and politics and has worked extensively in municipal as well as state and federal government levels for bipartisan candidates and groups. He is proud to be the husband of Ernestina Martinez for 40 past years and the father of 3 great young adults, and proud to have found a career home in Salt Lake Community College, where he is fortunate to serve the diverse students and thoughtful, committed, and hardworking administration and staff of SLCC for the past 12 years. Lee's nominators describe him as the very embodiment of the word community. Lee's special gift is building lifelong relationships with others. He has showed intense love for his students, staff, and their work and has pulled talent and joy out of them that no other person in that position could have. Lee is someone who always gives 110%. Congratulations, Lee! Region 6 NUF Champion Award. The NUF Champion Award is conferred upon an institution or individual who has made strategic investments in the NASPA Undergraduate Fellows, or NUF, program. These individuals have invested significant time and resources into developing their campus program, connecting students to opportunities, and furthering the professional growth of NUF students. This year's Region 6 NUF champion is Samuel Morales from Cal State Fullerton. Samuel Morales is a first-generation Latinx professional and affiliate of the NASPA Latinx Knowledge Community. He currently serves as the Assistant Director of Student Life and Leadership and has been coordinating the NUF program at Cal State Fullerton for the past 2 years. Recipient of the 2020 NASPA Latinx Knowledge Community Mena Valdez Outstanding New Professional Award, Samuel successfully created and implemented the Inclusivity Leadership Development I-LEAD for IFC and PHC chapters to further explore the concepts of inclusion in the community. Since its inception, he has further developed an initiative named Let's Dialogue to bring together the FSL community on conversations and development on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Through working with the NUF program at Cal State Fullerton, Samuel has assisted other institutions by consulting with campus professionals on how to create and bring NUF to their campus. At Fullerton, he developed and successfully implemented a pilot program for a second-year NUF experience for fellows who chose to return to the program, furthering their involvement. A former NUF student from Cal State Fullerton says, Samuel served as a dedicated, wise, and caring mentor for me. He has shown his care for students, has committed to the NUF mission of raising students from underrepresented backgrounds, and has been a champion in being a part of the village minority students' need in order to succeed. He has previously served in roles in a wide range of functional areas which include diversity and inclusion, housing and residential life, student life and leadership, and TRIO programs. He received his master's degree from Iowa State University in student affairs and holds a bachelor's degree in political science with a minor in public administration from California State University, Fullerton. Congratulations, Samuel! NUF Champion. This year's recipient of Region 5's NUF Champion Award is Kevin Francisco Calixto. Kevin Francisco Calixto, MS, is a new professional with a passion for doing work that promotes equity, inclusion, and socially just practices. Born and raised in South Central Los Angeles, he continuously aims to create spaces where students can feel validated, supported, and encouraged to persist. Kevin is a proud NUF alum, DLI alum, and served as a 2018 WRC NUF Institute faculty member. Kevin previously served as the NUF coordinator and the Male Success Initiative graduate assistant at California State University, Fullerton. Kevin's nominators acknowledge that Kevin has been a champion for student affairs ever since his time as a student. He has led a variety of NUF-related efforts, all with the goal of impacting and improving the field of student affairs. Kevin has invested significant time into the NUF program, his students, and himself. He represented what this program is all about, its purpose and mission. It is without a doubt that Kevin will continue to serve our field. Thank you, Kevin, for all that you do to mentor and champion emerging student affairs professionals. Congratulations, Kevin! Region 6 Graduate Student Rising Star Award. The Graduate Student Rising Star Award honors a student who demonstrates outstanding leadership and service to others. Region 6 is pleased to recognize Angel Gonzalez, a self-identified first-generation queer Latinx scholar. Angel's passion lies in making a difference in his comunidad through his education. Angel is the son of immigrant parents, Guadalupe y Miguel Angel. Angel is a third-year doctoral candidate in community college leadership at San Diego State University and serves as a graduate research associate for the American Council on Education. Angel is also a University of Texas at Austin Project Males Graduate Scholar, Tlaku Fellow, PFLAG of San Diego Scholar, a recent University of Michigan ICPSR Diversity Scholar, and the NASPA Latinx AO Knowledge Community 2020 Outstanding Doctoral Award recipient. According to his nominator, he has distinguished himself amongst his colleagues as an eager scholar, competent researcher, and a compassionate leader. Angel has demonstrated a passion for social justice, equity-mindedness, and a commitment to increasing the success of queer Latinx students and professionals. NASPA Region 6 has been home to Angel since his time at NUF in 2011. The leadership prospects provided have helped him grow in so many ways. Opportunities such as serving on the NASPA Latinx AO Knowledge Community Board, the NUF National Board, and also the Community College Division Latinx Task Force. Over the years, Angel has supported the NASPA Western Regional Conference by serving as a subcommittee member for various institutes such as the NUF Institute, New Professionals Institute, and Graduate Student Institute. Currently, Angel sits on NASPA's Journal of Student Affairs Research and Practice. As a graduate board member, his roles with NASPA have been foundational, as Angel's femtor, Dr. Joy Hoffman, told him 10 years ago, the way to pay it forward. Congratulations, Angel! Graduate Student Rising Star. This year's recipient of the Region 5 Graduate Student Rising Star is Dalia Pedro Trujillo. Originally from Oaxaca, Mexico, Dalia Pedro Trujillo is a third-year law student at Gonzaga University School of Law in Spokane, Washington. As an undocumented immigrant and a DACA recipient, she understands that the impacts of the law can be personal and have an immense effect in people's lives. Her experience as an immigrant in the United States has taught her how to navigate two cultures that do not fully accept her as one. This has led to her existing in quasi-status in this country that she now calls home. This is what drove her to pursue a law degree and why she is passionate about higher education. Dalia's nominator wrote, Dalia has taken it upon herself to thoughtfully interrogate and educate herself on complex subject matters that often marginalize and impact underrepresented groups in our society. Dalia has proven that she is not easily deterred when faced with obstacles, exhibits a heart for advocacy around social justice issues, and actively pursues experiences involving access to the justice system for all. Congratulations, Dalia! Support Staff Award. The Support Staff Award is our newest award that recognizes staff members who go above and beyond supporting an individual or office within a student affairs or student life division. This year's recipient of the Region 5 Support Staff Award is Olivia Ruggieri. Olivia's nominator wrote that Olivia embodies a spirit of student-centered advocacy in her day-to-day work. Her nominator also commented, Olivia is undoubtedly a vital part of the Northeastern University Seattle community. Her student-centered approach to administrative support and campus operations is critical to providing students with incredible educational experiences both inside and outside of the classroom. Olivia Ruggieri loves all things higher ed. She draws on experience as an engaged art student with a BFA in dance from the University of Florida to support educational environments as a creative administrator. She has served as program assistant at Highline College Department of Continuing Education, as administrative coordinator, and then assistant to the dean at Northeastern University, Seattle, and is currently on a project assignment serving as assistant to the executive dean at the University of Washington School of Nursing. Olivia enjoys roles where she has the opportunity to collaborate both cross-functionally and with students. She hopes to continue her work, education, and to one day be an expert on the history of dance in higher education. Congratulations, Olivia! Region 6 Dorothy Keller New Professional Award. The Dorothy Keller New Professional Award is named in honor of Dorothy Keller, former Dean of Students at Mills College, and an engaged member of NASPA for the better part of 3 decades. The new professional award is presented to an individual with fewer than 5 years' experience in the student affairs profession and who demonstrates outstanding service to an institution of higher education, active involvement in NASPA, and a significant promise for future leadership roles in the student affairs profession. This year's award winner is Karen Romero Sandoval. Karen serves as the Assistant Director for Housing and First-Year Experiences at Harvey Mudd College. According to one of her nominators, at the core of Karen's success is a deep commitment to creating a living and learning environment that is challenging, supportive, and inclusive. She has fostered a community in which members feel safe, accepted, self-aware, and interdependent. As the Assistant Director for Housing, Karen helps to coordinate and manage student housing, the first-year experience program, campus events and programs, and new student orientation. Before Harvey Mudd, Karen worked at California State University Fullerton at the Office of Student Life and Leadership as their sports club graduate assistant. Prior to Harvey Mudd and Cal State Fullerton, Karen was heavily involved in student government, undocumented student groups, and was a student assistant at the Latinx Cultural Center at California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. Karen holds a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology Exercise Science from Cal Poly Pomona and earned her Master of Science degree in Higher Education at Cal State Fullerton, and she is the first of her family to attend and graduate from college. Karen is currently a member of the NASPA Latinx AO Knowledge Community. In her free time, Karen enjoys painting, going on bike rides, taking care of her plants, and spending time with her family, including her brother, who is in his first year at Cal Poly Pomona, and her 2-year-old twin brothers. Karen is also a proud dog mom for her 1-year-old puppy, Ruffle Wilson. Congratulations, Karen! This year's recipient of the Region 5 Outstanding New Professional Award is Brenda Dow. Brenda Dow is a live-in program manager in student engagement and activities and residential life at the University of Washington, Bothell. In this position, she advises student clubs and oversees the student newspaper, arts journal, and radio while also serving on the Res Life duty call rotations. She received her master's in educational leadership and policy at the University of Utah and her bachelor's in public health and ethnic studies at Oregon State University. Her passion is working with students and leadership programs while unpacking and introducing social justice elements to engage in more equitable spaces. Brenda's nominator called Brenda a phenomenal leader and student affairs professional who is constantly giving back to others and the community. They wrote, Brenda gives an intersectional lens and shares her experiences with students and staff that she works with. She is able to empower students to tell their story and exist in spaces that are often not created for minorities' identities. Her nominators were effusive in their praise of Brenda for cultivating future leaders by role modeling what it means to be a student affairs professional. Congratulations, Brenda! Region 6 Mid-Level Professional Award. The Mid-Level Professional Award recognizes an individual who demonstrates outstanding commitment to the profession, contributions to programs that address the needs of students, and experience in creating campus environments that promote student learning and development. This year's award winner is Marcus Rodriguez. Marcus currently serves as the Assistant Dean of Students and Director of Student Leadership, Involvement, and Community Engagement at Occidental College. A proud Chicano, Marcus is a seasoned student affairs professional specializing in identity building with a focus on cross-sector leadership development. He began working in higher education at New Mexico State University as a student academic advisor, but eventually moved further west to join the University Student Union team at Cal State LA. His growing experience in community-based learning and civic engagement led him to work specifically with student government and evolve a leadership and advocacy curriculum. As Assistant Dean of Students at Occidental College, his focus is on meaning-making, transformative learning, and programming with purpose. At Oxy, he manages a dynamic team of dedicated educators, accomplished event organizers, and skilled student programmers. In NASPA, Marcus has served on the Region 6 Advisory Board as faculty for the Dungy Leadership Institute, as the chair of the Region 6 Civic Learning and Democratic Engagement Knowledge Community, and has been part of the NASPA Western Regional Conference Planning Committee. One of his NUF students from the Dungy Leadership Institute said, "I received mentorship from Marcus, who displayed certain characteristic traits as a student affairs practitioner that I look up to. I admire his passion to fight for equitable and accessible resources for underrepresented minorities through a social justice lens. He is someone who I aspire to be like one day." Congratulations, Marcus! This year's recipient of the Region 5 Outstanding Mid-Level Professional Award is Richard Diaz. Richard Diaz began his career in student affairs surrounded by a village of supporters who guided, challenged, and genuinely cared for his well-being. Now, as a seasoned student affairs professional working at Salt Lake Community College as the director of the Orientation and Student Success Department, he hopes to do the same for others. In his current role, he lives his passion to support students in accessing higher education and progress through graduation. As a practitioner, he brings a wealth of knowledge to the profession with experiences stemming from his work in admissions and outreach, orientation, transition and retention, TRIO, diversity and multicultural affairs, and as an education and ethnic studies adjunct faculty. Richard's colleagues describe him as a pillar of the student affairs profession in Utah, who demonstrates an authentic commitment to students. Richard's influence and candor at SLCC were described as palpable and an igniting force. They write, "Richard is unreservedly committed to improving student access, sense of belonging, and overall experiences on campus. He is attentive to the tangible outcomes his work produces while being deeply invested in the well-being and professional development of his staff." Congratulations, Richard! Region 6 Scott Goodnight Award for Outstanding Performance as a Dean/Vice President. The Scott Goodnight Award for Outstanding Performance as a Dean/Vice President is presented to a senior student affairs officer who has demonstrated sustained professional achievement and made exemplary contributions to the student affairs profession. The award is named in honor of Scott Goodnight, NASPA's founding chair of the board of directors. This year's recipient for Region 6 is Allison Jerome from Chaminade University of Honolulu. Allison Jerome serves as the Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students at Chaminade. She has been in her current position since 2016 and began her tenure at Chaminade University as staff in the Federal TRIO Student Support Services Program in 2004. Allison's work on campus has focused on support for first-generation, low-income, and Pacific Islander students. According to her nominator, the Chaminade campus community has greatly benefited from Allison. Our students' leave is enlightened because of her leadership, and staff are mentored to move on to larger roles that enable significant impacts for our students. Her level of collegiality is among the highest I have ever seen. Prior to her work at Chaminade, Allison served in various roles in student life at the University of California, Santa Barbara, Long Island University, and Tulane University in New Orleans. Allison served as a resident director for the summer 2001 voyage of Semester at Sea, traveling and learning with students over 3 months throughout 9 different countries. A proud first-generation college student, Allison graduated from Adelphi University in Garden City, New York, with a BA in History and Secondary Education, and earned a master's degree in Student Personnel Administration from New York University. She is currently a doctoral student at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, pursuing an EDD in Professional Educational Practice. Allison has served on the NASPA Hawaii Executive Committee since 2014, first in the role of coordinating professional development opportunities and currently as co-chair. She also continues to serve as a NUF mentor for some promising and energetic Chaminade students. An avid athlete, Jerome is an Ironman triathlon finisher, has served as a race committee chair for the Hawaii affiliate of the Susan G. Komen Foundation Race for the Cure, and volunteers for the local wellness events around Hawaii. Congratulations, Allison! Scott Goodnight Award for Outstanding Dean. This year's recipient of the Region 5 Scott Goodnight Award for Outstanding Dean is Paul R. Benyon. Paul R. Benyon serves as the Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students at the College of Idaho. Dr. Benyon leads a Student Affairs Division comprising 10 departments, and he is co-director of the College of Idaho's Leadership Studies minor program. Dr. Benyon currently serves on the executive committee of the NASPA Foundation, and he has held numerous other regional and national NASPA positions. Dr. Benyon is a recipient of the NASPA Fred Turner Award for Outstanding Service to the Association and a 2020 Pillar of the Profession. Paul's nominators wrote, Paul clearly puts leadership in action. The ability to lift others up and help them see potential in themselves is something Dr. Benyon demonstrates with students and his staff. They noted how deeply moved they are by his actions more than his words, and were impressed by his deep commitment to serve. We are thrilled to honor Dr. Paul Benyon for this award. Congratulations, Paul! Region 6 Sandra Cookler Excellence in Mentoring Award. The Sandra Cookler Excellence in Mentoring Award, named in honor of the former Dean of Students at Cal State San Marcos, recognizes individuals for their ability to advocate and advise in administrative, organizational, and professional matters, as well as to be an excellent role model for others. This year's recipient is Dr. Catherine Ward from California State University, Fullerton. Dr. Catherine Ward is the Executive Director of Retention Initiatives and the Department of Assistant Deans for Student Affairs at CSU Fullerton. Catherine teaches part-time at CSU Fullerton in the College of Health and Human Development. In her role as Executive Director, Catherine supports campus-wide student success efforts with a focus on equity and inclusion and upholds empathy as a value foundational to her work. Additionally, the Department of Assistant Deans for Student Affairs is a cross-division collaboration with Academic Affairs, situating student affairs professionals in academic settings to support student development, engagement, retention, and graduation. According to one of her nominators, her commitment to serving the people is exemplified through her dedicated leadership and actions. I have witnessed the unlimited selflessness a human can possess when motivated by the love of service to others. I have seen it in the ways she puts others' needs before her own, the time she gives outside of her regular work hours, and by the measureless compassion she offers while expecting nothing in return, all with the hope of supporting the Student Affairs mission to continuously bring next-level student care. Catherine was a first-generation adult entry college student. She is a two-time alumna of Cal State Fullerton, earning her Bachelor of Science degree in Human Services and a Master of Science degree in Counseling. Catherine also served as a doctorate in educational leadership with an emphasis in educational psychology from the University of Southern California. She is a longtime member of NASPA, has represented at various NASPA regional and national conference, is a member of the Women in Student Affairs and the Wellness and Health Promotion Knowledge Communities, and has volunteered at NASPA's Western Regional Careers in Student Affairs Day. Catherine was recognized as a 21st Century Titan, a faculty award recognizing exemplary members of Cal State Fullerton's campus community, and was recently honored as the California State Capitol District 29 2018 Woman of the Year. Congratulations, Catherine! Fred Turner Award for Outstanding Service to NASPA. This year's recipient of Region 5's Fred Turner Award for Outstanding Service to NASPA is Carnell McConnell Black. Dr. Carnell McConnell Black is the Vice President for Student Life at Reed College in Portland, Oregon. He has over 12 plus years of experience in higher education. Carnell has a bachelor's degree in communication, a master's in education, and a doctorate in education. He has served in a variety of professional roles, including coordinator of orientation and first-year programs at Loyola University Chicago, director of student involvement, leadership, and orientation, and vice president of student affairs and dean of students at Westminster College. Carnell has made substantial contributions in his career, playing key leadership roles in promoting student success. He also serves as the president-elect for the Association of Orientation, Transition, and Retention in Higher Education, and has served NASPA at the regional level and most recently as the Western Regional Conference Institute co-chair in 2019. His nominators wrote, "If you know him, you are already aware that Dr. McConnell Black is a selfless, visionary leader. He is uninterested in coasting and wants the best for his students and his colleagues. He pushes himself and those around him to do their best work and is the first to take on the heavy lifting. Despite his rigorous pace towards excellence, Carnell makes difficult or mundane tasks fun and inspirational. Each change I have witnessed Dr. McConnell Black lead has increased the capacity and scope in how the group effectively serves students or its constituents. He is a strategic visionary, able to move large projects forward with great success, and he actively mentors others to be able to grow their capacity to do the same. Our profession and world need more leaders with passion, education, and intercultural humility who will transform campuses into more equity-minded spaces. Dr. McConnell Black's dedication to students, the profession, and NASPA is inspiring. Congratulations, Dr. McConnell Black. Region 6 Distinguished Service to the Profession Award. The Distinguished Service to the Profession Award honors an individual's outstanding achievements and contributions to the profession over an extended period of time. This year's recipient for Region 6 is Henry G., recently retired Student Services Vice President at Rio Hondo College. Henry G. recently retired after completing his 41st year in higher education and his 16th year as the Vice President of Student Services at Rio Hondo College. He is currently serving as the part-time executive director of the Rio Hondo Foundation. Henry served for 10 years as the Dean of Student Affairs at Santa Ana College and 15 years at Azusa Pacific University in various capacities. He has been very active with NASPA, serving in regional and national roles, from new professionals to the Network for Educational Equity and Ethnic Diversity, NEED, to annual conference committees and countless Western Regional Conference committees, a term on the Scott Academy Board and the Foundation Board, and he has served as a Region 6 Director for NASPA. According to one of his nominators, Henry has been a constant figure that encourages professionals to value the mission and role of community colleges. In so doing, made us gain greater understanding of the students from those institutions. His work both at the colleges he has worked at and the mentees he worked with has transformed the lives of generations of students. He continues to inspire those of us who know him. Henry has also spent the last 20 years serving as the co-facilitator of the Leadership Development Program for Higher Education, a program sponsored by the Asian Pacific Americans in Higher Education and the Leadership Education for Asian Pacifics. Henry was a member of the inaugural LDPHE class in 1997 and is a former board member of APAHE. Henry has numerous honors and awards, including the NASPA Asian Pacific Islander Casey Doris Ching, Shattering the Glass Ceiling Award, and their inaugural Outstanding Mentoring Award, which was subsequently named the Henry G. Outstanding Mentoring Award. He has been recognized a pillar of the profession and was presented the regional and national NASPA Community College Professional Awards, Scott Goodnight Award for Outstanding Performance as a Dean/Vice President, and Fred Turner Award for Outstanding Service to NASPA. Henry is a first-generation college student, a product of the California Community College System, married, has a son who graduated from Cal Poly Pomona, and has a daughter who graduated from California Lutheran University. Congratulations, Henry! Distinguished Service to the Profession. This year's recipient of the Region 5 Distinguished Service to the Profession Award is Marcella Pattinson. Marcella Pattinson is a member of the Community, Equity, and Social Justice team at Washington State University, leading all WSU system-wide undocumented initiatives and representing WSU state and nationwide. Her contributions to WSU and to the NASPA Region 5 Student Affairs field span across more than 10 years, and in that time, she has been an unwavering advocate for students from underrepresented communities. Her nominator describes Marcela as steadfast in her passion and often both paves the way for her students and stands shoulder to shoulder with them, working with and for her students. Marcela's dedication to community building and improving access to education has resulted in numerous successful student support initiatives. We recognize Marcela as having gone above and beyond in her service to the profession. Congratulations, Marcela! President's Award. This year's recipient of the Region 5 President's Award is Denise G. Huftelin. Dr. Denise G. Huftelin serves as president of Salt Lake Community College, a diverse institution that educates and trains more than 60,000 students a year in Salt Lake County, Utah. Prior to being named president in 2014, she was privileged to serve SLCC students, faculty, and staff for over 2 decades in the roles of interim president, vice president of student services, dean of students, and director of academic and career advising. Nationally, Dr. Huftelin serves on the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco's Salt Lake City Branch Board of Directors and in the Leadership Board of Trustees. She earned a master's degree from UCLA and a doctorate in education leadership and policy from the University of Utah. Her nominators wrote, throughout her entire career, she has advanced the quality of student life by supporting student affairs staff and programs and contributed to student success by demonstrating consistent advocacy for a meaningful, holistic student experience. When working with President Huftelin, serving students does not feel like a job or burden, but like a calling we are honored with. President Huftelin is recognized by students, staff, faculty, and community members, and donors alike as someone who carries the banner for equity in higher education. President Huftelin embodies all of the criteria for this award, and we are thrilled to present her with the President's Award this year. And now, we will hear from Dr. Denise G. Huftelin.
First and foremost, thank you to Dr. Catherine Kokomont and Richard Diaz for nominating me for the NASPA Region 5 President's Award. I am thrilled and honored to be recognized by Region 5, which has for most of my career been my NASPA home and has given me countless opportunities to grow professionally, to get connected, and most importantly, to make some of the best friends of my life. So I was looking through my NASPA file on my computer the other day, reminiscing about the various ways that I've been involved in NASPA. My first national conference was in 1989, believe it or not, in Denver, Colorado. And then I became part of regional leadership in 1998 as the WISA KC chair. So whether it was a knowledge community or serving on a regional planning conference team or presenting at conferences or serving as your regional director and on the national board, NASPA has just given me immense opportunities, and I'm so grateful for the many ways that it's helped me grow, and it has fed my student affairs soul. I'm forever grateful to the association, but especially to those of you that have been mentors and friends and champions of me throughout my career. So it's even better to be receiving this award on this day when in the same ceremony where my Salt Lake Community College colleagues are being recognized. I'm thrilled to be alongside Richard Diaz and Austin Fashampour as they receive their awards, and even more thrilled to be alongside my great friend Dr. Paul Benyon, who's being saluted today. I am indeed in fabulous company. Thank you, Region 5, for being an inclusive, innovative, and welcoming region. I am so proud to call you my NASPA home.
Please join me in congratulating President Huftelin and Salt Lake Community College. Now we pay homage to those who have recently passed away. We would like to take a moment to honor and remember our NASPA Region 5 and Region 6 colleagues, mentors, and friends who made a positive impact on our individual lives, many of our campuses, as well as our student affairs community as a whole.
I hope you enjoyed our awards ceremonies. I want to thank the entire group who put this together, and in particular would love to thank our Region 5 and Region 6 awards coordinators, as well as the WRC, for making sure that this happened. I also want to give a special shout out to two individuals, one who narrated this, Evelyn Real, and the other person who put this all together and edited it, Danny Ledesma. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day or evening. Go NASPA.
Please be sure to virtually visit our sponsors and exhibitors and thank them for their generosity during these difficult times.